Good day to our respective panelists, to our research advisor, to my co-researcher. Have a pleasant day. I am Mark Jeswell Panaligan. I will be presenting my research proposal entitled The Effects of Giving at least 3 days deadline for the learning areas activities among selected Bachelor of Science Criminology student at LSPU-LSC. For your information, I come up with this title since I have seen the gap student procrastinate or cram dealing with their project or assignment when the end in SEM are near to come with the let me present to the outline of my study. And now, let's proceed to introduction. The keyword outline represent the key point that will look forward into my study. As I have mentioned that procrastination due to deadlines, pressure is one the gap that I have considered in my research, knowing that students nowadays are multitask, but because of distraction, they sometimes forget discipline themselves. But a case study about time management and student academic performance in Nigeria address or highlights the time management can solve problem as such I mentioned earlier. And to do that, motivation and prioritization matters a lot. Next is background of the study. And the study concerned about deadlines and its duration will be heard, as it aims to determine the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline for the learning areas activities among selected Bachelor of Science Criminology student at Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lopez Satellite Campus. Dealing with the time management and procrastination will be addressed as it is the focus component of this research. And now, let's proceed to a statement of the problem. This study aims to determine the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline for the learning areas activities among selected Bachelor of Science in Criminology student at LSPU-LSC. This study seeks to answer the following. First one is demographic profile of respondent in terms of name of professional, age, sex, year, and level. The second one is what are the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline of the learning areas activities of among selected Bachelor of Science Criminology student at LSPU-LSC. Positive effects and negative effects. The last one is there significant relationship of the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline of the learning areas activities among selected Bachelor of Science Criminology student at LSPU-LSC. Next is hypothesis. There is no significant relationship on the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline of the learning areas activities of among selected BS Criminology student at LSPU-LSC. And now, moving forward, let's discuss the theoretical framework. The research paradigm will present using the IPO model with state, input, process, and output. This will be used as it is the accurate diagram to interpret the needed data or information. Next is the figure show the research concept which use input, process, output to present the follow of conducting or gathering data. And now, let's proceed the significance of the study. This study is important as to the following. First one is higher education institution. Second one is LSPU Lopez Satellite Campus. The third one is faculty and student. The last one is for future researcher. And now, let's proceed the scope and limitation. The data collection for this study will be conducted at Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lopez Satellite Campus among selected Bachelor of Science Criminology student. The researcher use survey question to gather the information needed from the respondent to be answered through research questionnaire that is tools or instrument in data gathering. And now, moving forward, let's discuss the review of related literature. First, effect of externally imposed deadlines or subsequent intrinsic motivation conducted at Stanford University. Second is the importance of being flexible with assignment deadlines. The last one is time management and student academic performance in the higher institution in Nigeria highlights. The next is methodology, research design. The researcher used the descriptive research design to obtain information concerning the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline for the learning areas activities among selected Bachelor of Science in Criminology student at LSPU-LSC. Quantitative method utilized in the study as it is the appropriate approach as for the leads to numerical data to obtain through survey question or research questionnaire. Now, let's proceed. The responded in sampling technique. First one is description of responded. The responded for the study are the selected criminology student of Laguna State Polytechnic University Lopez Satellite Campus. From 337 BS Criminology student of LSPU Lopez Satellite Campus, the responded will be randomly selected by the researcher, regardless of peer level, age, sex, ensuring that selected population will create dependable data which will representing the entire population. The second one is sampling technique. This research study will apply the sample random sampling technique to selected responded out of 337 BS Criminology student of Laguna State Polytechnic University Lopez Satellite Campus. The research will only select responded randomly to answer the data survey. The last one is population size. In official record of LSPU-LSC, the total number of enrolled BS Criminology student is 337, having the total population for this study. The researcher applies the Sloven test formula to be able to view how large that sample size will be, which should be the number of responded to be selected. The focus of this research is the first year to fourth year CRIM with a total of 337. Responded and sampling technique is Sloven test, therefore the sample size will be 183. And now, this is a research local. This study was conducted in Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lopez Satellite Campus, located at Barangay Hundagwa, Lopez, Quezon, with the total number of 337 population for BS Criminology student, which will be the responded for this study. And this is research instrument. Researcher have made research questionnaire consisting of 2 parts. First, the demographic profile and the responded as their name, optional age, sex in year level. Second, effects of giving a 3 days deadline of the activities regarding with positive effects and negative effects. Once again, this is my title, the effects of giving at least 3 days deadline for the learning areas activities among selected Bachelor of Science in Criminology student at Laguna State Polytechnic University Lopez Satellite Campus. Any recommendation and suggestion will be accepted. Thank you.